Hi, Year 7. Hopefully you are conducting your experiment today, or you conducted your experiment today or yesterday. Today, or this lesson, I'm just going to quickly go through what I want you to do with your results. So, hopefully you've got a set of results. Here I've just put two make-believe sets of results in from an experiment where I was sliding a spoon down a tray and I tested out two different lubricants, oil and water. So I tested them all out 3 times. The results, as you can see, are close together in seconds. So there's no anomalies there for either of the oil or the water, so I can use those results. So I then calculated a average time that the spoon took to slide down the tray with each of the lubricants. Now it comes time to create a graph. So I'm creating a bar graph today. So we need to draw an X and a Y axis for a bar graph. And then on our X-axis, so the bottom axis, that's where we're going to be putting the lubricants in. And on the Y-axis, it's where we're going to be putting in the time in seconds, because that was our dependent variable. Our independent variable was the lubricant, and independent variables go on the X-axis. And the dependent variables, the thing we measure, go on the Y-axis, which is why time is on the Y-axis. So, drawing a bar graph, you need to make sure if you've got a plain piece of paper or graph paper, brilliant. You can draw a bar graph on pretty much anything though for this time. But what you need to do is you need to draw an X and a Y axis. On your Y axis, your side axis, what you need to do is go up in regular amounts. So, because I'm in seconds, I just go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But it's not a great axis because it's only using half of my scale. So what I should have done is probably go up in 0.5, 1, 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, and use up my whole axis. Okay, that's what you want to do on a bar graph or any graph, is use up your whole axis here. Okay, and then the other one down here, the lubricants. Okay, what I need to do is there needs to be a set amount of space. So, for example, there might be 1 centimeter here, and then 1 centimeter here, and then 1 centimeter here, and then 1 centimeter here. So then if I've got something else, I don't know, let's just call it soap. Oh, it's hard to draw. Okay, I can't draw. We'll call it B then. All right, so my B here, because that's all I could do. All right, I then need to leave the same gap and then have the same size bar, whatever my bar is going to be, whatever size it is. It might be up here somewhere. Okay, so set sizes. So then that would be the same thickness as the other two bars, but also the same thickness as the gaps between each thing. So then if I do another bar and then do C, for example, if I can, I can't do C. There we go, there's C. All right, my bar. I know I'm not using a ruler and I'm trying to draw on a mouse pad, which is very difficult, but it's the same idea, okay? Same gap and then same gap, all right? With the bar graph, you have to make sure of the following. Firstly, leave this gap here before you draw your first bar, okay? The gap between the y-axis and your first bar needs to be the same size as your bar itself, or same thickness as your bar itself. So each of these is the same thickness each time. Okay? Alright, and then this should be go right up to this scale. So I should finish really 5 should be up here. In which case that should be 0.5. And so on. Okay, and the gaps going up here need to be exactly the same. All right, so that's how you draw your bar graph. So I'd love to see you drawing your bar graph. All right. Good luck, Year 7. I hope you enjoy doing the experiment, and I hope you enjoy doing your bar graph. As always, remember to stay safe, and tomorrow we'll be doing our conclusion and our evaluation of this experiment, and you'll submit all your work tomorrow. Okay, you'll submit your whole scientific investigation as one tomorrow.